Virgo, this is going to be your monthly reading for January 2026. We're going to start with 4 oracle cards. And by the way, my name is Marisol. Welcome to my channel. Take what resonates, leave the rest. All of the cards that I'm using will be in the bottom of the description. I've changed my setting a little bit, but let's begin. Let's begin with the first oracle card. And the first oracle card just has to do with the general energies to Virgo's reading. Inner beauty. So this has to do with you realizing your inner beauty, right? Your success, your clarity, and celebrating that. Your passion, your joy, and celebrating that. The next one is going to have to do with love, and we will build on each one of these oracle cards. So let's ask the universe to give us a clear and concise oracle card for Virgo when it has to do for love. Virgo's monthly reading, January 2026. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So remember that gracious acceptance is a way to show love. The next one has to do with career and finance. Let's see what comes out for Virgo's monthly reading for January 2026 when it has to do with career and finance. Goals. Progress is positive and personal. Goals will be achieved. I feel like you're grounded. I also feel like you're protected by the universe. I feel like there's a lot of success here. Very good. I like that. And that has to do with your goals, right? The last one has to do, this is going to be your advice. That's the universe to give us clear and concise advice for Virgo's monthly reading for the month of January 2026. Purification. The advice is to purify your space, to purify your life. And we see that there's ways of doing that. You could go into a space with sage and just purify your space, right? Palo Santo, this is what they're using also. This is sage, this is Palo Santo. You could go around and purify your space. That is in the advice column. Let's start with your reading. Let's ask the universe to give us a clear and concise reading for Virgo. Monthly reading for January 2026. Please give us a clear and concise reading for Virgo for January 2026 monthly reading. We start with the Page of Swords, right? So this is underneath inner beauty. Inner beauty. So for you to realize your inner beauty, you're successful, you're passionate, you're joyful. There's a lot of good things, right, that you have to realize about yourself. The universe is saying to realize that, right? The Page of Swords is about the truth. The truth is that you're passionate, you're joyful, you have a lot of clarity, you're successful, right? Even though you're mature, you might be older, but you have accomplished a lot. You have achieved a lot. The Page of Pentacles is about receiving good news about money. So you may be receiving good news about money. The Emperor. You are an emperor. And why are you an emperor? Because you have all the qualities of all the kings in this deck. So let's start with the King of Cups. He has a high intuitive sense. He is very creative, right? He is very grounded. He also takes care of himself, right? So those are good things that a leader should have. Let's move on to the King of Pentacles, which would be the one that represents you. And the King of Pentacles is a business person. They are a business person. They know how to do business. And so they are successful. They know how to make money. Let's move on to the King of Swords. The King of Swords is somebody who gathers information and then makes a decision. They don't just make a decision to make a decision. And finally, the King of Wands is very passionate, very motivated about what they do. And I see that you have a lot of good luck, that you're grounded, that there's abundance coming in. Success. So definitely you are an emperor. Very disciplined, very structured, organized, knows how to communicate well. The Page of Staff is here. And because you're an emperor, if you've been applying to another job, you are going to get notified that you got that job. When it comes to love, receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. And here we have a new beginning. This new beginning is you transforming, right? There's a lot of growth here. There's a butterfly. And I feel like you transformed in an area of finances. Why do I say finances when this has to do with love? Because oftentimes in a relationship, things do not work out. Finances and love are very, very intertwined, right? Maybe because you didn't have a job. Maybe because you couldn't pay the bills. But in this case, you've transformed. And there is a new beginning when it comes to your finances. The Six of Cups is an energy of reminiscing, of looking back at the past. That is also in the area of love. So, when you're looking back at the past, take the lessons with you, right? Don't stay in the past. The Knight of Cups could be about a romance or a marriage proposal. And I see that there's a road opening up for you. There's good luck. You're heading towards that romance. The Queen of Staves is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody who is also a leader. Very passionate, very motivated. And she's right underneath this romance. So this could be the person you're either going to propose to marriage or that you're going to have a romantic intertwine with. When it comes to your finance and career, progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved, right? And I told you, I feel like you are protected by the universe, by your angels, by your spirit guides. And underneath that is the Six of Pentacles, which tells me that there's an energy of giving and receiving, and there is also balance. The Star is about you, your dreams coming true. When it comes to your goals, when it comes to finance and career. This is bringing in inspiration and hope for you. Again, you have transformed, and it shows. The Hierophant is about those lessons that you learned in the past. Those are the key to your success. Apply them to the present moment. The Devil, also in the area of finance and career. And the Devil has to do with control. And remember that the only one that you could control is yourself and whatever has to do with you. So take control of your finances and career, right? Don't let anybody else do that for you. When it comes to advice, there's a need for purification, a cleansing, right? And you could do that by going around with Palo Santo or sage around your house, around your office to purify your space. The King of Cups is here, and the King of Cups is very grounded, right? No matter what's happening around him, he is grounded. So this King of Cups might be telling you to stay grounded. The King of Staves is in reverse. This King of Staves in reverse is saying you've lost your passion, you've lost your motivation. It's time to go out there and do your thing, right? Because you do have the qualities. The Knight of Swords, and then you're getting clarity, right? You're getting clarity about what you're going to do. And then your dreams come true because you're taking action towards that clarity, right? You found your motivation. You found your passion again. Very good. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Swords, there is a difficult decision that you have to make. The universe is saying, though, there's a lot of growth here. This decision is going to give you power. But you got to keep on moving forward. You got to keep on persevering. Let's ask the universe to give us clarification for this monthly reading for January 2026 for Virgo. Please give us clarification for this reading. Inner beauty, let's clarify that. So, whatever you were going through, right? It is the end of that situation, the end of that change. It's time to find that passion, to find that success, to find that joy, to purify your life, right? The Page of Swords, there's some truth here. Now that you're balanced, aligned with the universe, you're able to make the best decision possible for yourself, right? You're able to prioritize things. You're able to see what you're passionate about, what you're not passionate about, how you can achieve your goals. There is good news about money. And this is going to bring in happy changes into your life. Of course, I told you before that money and love were intertwined, right? Without money, there's certain things that you can't do. And sometimes that affects a relationship. Maybe you wanted to have a baby. And here it is. Now you have earned enough money where you can decide that you want a baby. Maybe you want to get married. Now you have enough money where you can decide. Remember, you are an emperor, so you have all the tools that you need to manifest any job that you want because you have all the qualities of all the kings in the deck. And clarifying that is the Six of Cups. Now, you may be reminiscing on the past, and this is okay, but remember, don't go there and stay there. Reminisce. If there were some lessons that you could learn from the past, take them with you, but don't stay there. The Page of Staffs is you receiving good news about a job. And clarifying that is the Hangman. And so you're receiving good news about your job because you released an energy, because you let go of an energy, and now you're looking at things from a different perspective, from a different point of view. So, there you are. That's helping you get good news about a job. When it comes to love, receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. That was your message. And clarifying that message is the Eight of Swords. Once you receive with love and appreciation, you're going to see that you're going to feel free. Free from a situation. Free from feeling like you're the one that has to give all the time, right? There is a new beginning when it comes to your finances, which is going to help you in your relationship. And you're celebrating that new beginning, right? This is you celebrating with your friends and your family. The Six of Cups is here, and this is you reminiscing. But you may be reminiscing. As an adult, though, you have a lot of growth here, abundance, clarity about the past. And so it's time to rest, relax, rejuvenate, heal. The Knight of Cups is a romance. The Two of Wands is saying that you are at a crossroads. Now, you might be at a crossroads between two people that you want to be romantically involved with. Partner up with that person that has the same vision you do to assure a level of success. The Queen of Staff is here, and the Queen of Staff is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This might be one of the people that you are interested in. Communicate clearly what you want. The Knight of Wheels is saying this could be a marriage proposal for you with this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. When it comes to your finance and career, progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. That is what the universe, the message was for you. Clarifying that is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess gets her clarity because she trusts her intuition. She trusts her inner wisdom. She's very balanced. She's aligned with the universe. And so she knows that once she gets aligned with what she wants, the universe will send it to her. And she's divinely guided. That's what you call divinely guided. When you trust completely your intuition, your inner wisdom. And you are divinely guided because you trust your intuition, you trust your inner wisdom. When it comes to your finance and career, there is an energy of giving and receiving, and there's also balance. You're the type of person, you're definitely a leader, but you have the quality of getting the information and then making a decision. You don't make a decision drastically, and that makes for a good leader. Your wish is going to be fulfilled, bringing in hope and inspiration, bringing good news about a job. When it comes to the Hierophant, which is your next card, you've learned some lessons in the past, right? It was a lesson, not a life sentence. So take those lessons with you. That's going to be the key to your success. And clarifying that is the Emperor. Once again, you're going to be successful because you have all the qualities of all the kings in the deck, which makes you an emperor. So you have control over things. the Page of Swords is saying you're going to get some information, okay? Possibly about a job, because you are going to get good news about a job. There is a need to purify that is in the advice center. You could use sage or Palo Santo. There's many other things that you could use to purify your space. Let's clarify that card. You got the Ace of Wands. Look at that. You're like the Phoenix. You like the Phoenix rising. There's a lot of progress here. Under the advice, you got the King of Cups, somebody who is very grounded. And I feel like you are very grounded, Virgo. The Eight of Cups here, and because you're now very grounded, right? You're able to release an energy, let go of the energy, so that you can move forward and achieve that success. The King of Staves is here, but he is in reverse. So this is telling me that you kind of lost your motivation, lost your passion for something. But it looks like you made a decision, okay? This decision could have been about a job. The Knight of Swords is bringing in clarity. So you got clarity about what you had to do. Even though there were some challenges, you have embraced those challenges and made them a stepping stone towards your goal. And here it is, your dreams come true, because you took action towards those dreams. And you are this business person. Here you are appearing in your reading, making money, being successful. I love that reading for you, Virgo. It's something that you've been asking the universe for. The universe is saying have patience and moderation. Go with the flow. Know that everything is happening in divine timing, not in your timing. Very good. Let's see what your Dream Big, Manifest Big card says. Script your gratitude. 3 things that I love about myself. What are 3 things that you love about yourself? Script your gratitude. I do that every night. Every night when I lay down, I think about what has happened during the day, and then I script my gratitude. That allows me to look back and see what I have manifested. Because the more grateful you are, the more things the universe send you to be grateful about. Let's see what your angel number is going to be. And your angel number is not only going to give you more information about your reading, but it is also a positive message from someone that has crossed over. Let's see what the angel number is going to be for you. I'm going to put this angel number down in the bottom of the description so that you can Google it and get the information you need yourself. Sometimes when you read it, you get a clearer picture of what they're trying to tell you. And your angel number is 2222, which has to do with feminine forces. It also has to do with relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, and humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge. Listen. 2222. I like that. Let's see what your crystal oracle card is going to be. Let's ask the universe to give us a clear and concise crystal oracle card for Virgo. I've made a thumbnail of this crystal oracle card. I will put the link in the bottom of the description for those of you that don't know. A thumbnail is a smaller image of something that you can use on your videos, on your creative endeavors. Let's see what yours is going to be. Phantom quartz is asking you to embrace change. How appropriate. Let's get an affirmation to close your reading up. What I want to feel calm. When I want to feel calm, I imagine blowing out a candle. When I want to feel calm, I imagine blowing out a candle, right? Because breathing in and out helps you calm down. That's why you meditate. It's a breathing exercise. Very good. We've gotten to the end of your reading. If this reading resonates with you, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. I want to thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.